Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what to expect with the new moon in Sagittarius. Now this is the first new moon since the eclipse season ended, and the new moon in Sagittarius, it brings with it this newfound sense of optimism, and it's a great time for us to set new intentions and goals and to charge forward with a new perspective. So cannot wait to get into today's reading. Let's see what this energy is bringing into your life, how it's translating into your life. And we are going to be picking 3 piles together for today's reading. 1, 2, and 3 with the new mansions. Let's see what new mansions you have. So for pile number 1, you have the 12th moon mansion. For pile number 2, you have the 13th moon mansion. And for pile number 3, you have the 9th moon mansion. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, we have the blue Howlite, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, let me put it this way, you have the Lodalite, and this is what your crystal looks like. Yeah. For pile number 3, we have the red Jasper, and this is what your crystal looks like. So, take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to. And that will probably be the pile for you here today. And as I always say, trust your intuition, whether it's guiding you to just one pile or perhaps several, or maybe all for today. Whatever it is your magic that always guides you to the right readings. It is your magic that surprises you towards the message you're supposed to hear. So let it lead the way, whether it's one, several, or all. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, welcome to your card preparation process. It is so lovely to have you guys here as we prepare for your piles. And in today's reading, we're taking a look at what to expect with the new moon in Sagittarius. And to do this reading, let me introduce the cards to you. On the left are the oracle decks, and on the right are the tarot decks that we will be using for your reading today. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I leave their names down in the description box for you to check them out whenever you're called to a certain deck. Okay, so now let's set the intention for this reading. We want to know, what should you expect with the new moon in Sagittarius? 2 and 3. If you hear any background noise, just a heads up, this is my dog. I always keep him next to me. Okay, so let's pick up your next oracle deck, and we kindly want to know What can you expect with the new moon in Sagittarius? Thank you. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. What can you expect? Thanks. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we can start preparing your piles with your tarot decks. We'll be taking 2 cards from each pile, as we usually do. And so we want to know for today's reading, what can you expect with the new moon in Sagittarius? Thanks. 1, 2, and 3. Right. Okay. What can you expect with the new moon in Sagittarius? So 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 2. There we go. What can you expect? What can you expect with the new moon in Sagittarius? What can you expect with the new moon in Sagittarius? Great. I'll keep this one for clarifications right there for the reading. And let's now put your piles neatly together. Pile number 1. There we go. With the blue Howlite, we keep it right there so you can see your moon mansion. Pile number 2. There we go. With the Lodalite. And pile number 3. With the red Jasper. The magical thing that I've just noticed, since you're watching the preparation process and you're part of this magic as it happens, as I was putting pile 1, it put away a receipt that I had on the table, and I feel like in your pile you are going to get some receipts, or you're gonna know about something, or you're gonna be supported by a certain document that can help you in something. Let's see. Anyways, thank you so much for spending this beautiful and magical time with me. I always love it and appreciate it. Love you guys to the moon and back. And let's begin your reading. Hey pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful blue Howlite as well as the 12th moon mansion with the fall. And I was just telling everyone as we were preparing for your pile was going against or touching receipts on that I had on the table. So I feel like you're gonna know about something, or you have, as I was saying, maybe you are going to be supported with some documents or something. We'll find out more, because I see you here with this 12th moon mansion that you're on the precipice of beginning something. Some of you may not already know because you're looking the other direction. Let's see, my dear pile number 1. So we'll be taking a look at your oracle cards first. You have listen. Talk about receipts. Okay, so you have listen. Okay. Receipts could also be official documents. You have despair. And let's keep it there. You know what? With 31st, but November finishes at 30, the 30th. It doesn't go 31 or 31. But what I wanted to say was, this is like on an initial hit. It's making me feel towards the end of November, beginning of December with the 12th. Something here. So Sun in Libra with harmony. Okay. You have the Four of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords. I'm seeing documents. Do you see that? Okay. Sorry, pile 3. All right. You also have the Empress and the Magician. The 4 of Pentacles with the Miser. 4 of Pentacles in conjunction to each other. This is pretty significant. What is that? You have the 8 of Pentacles with ordinariness. The new YouTube rules are very strict with nudity. So you have Temperance, and you have the High Priestess. Right. You know, the 4 of Pentacles twice is about holding back, right? So I feel like with the fall here, you were at the precipice of beginning something, but you looking back, which is the first thing I noticed, was the idea of you being held back by something. With the despair here, you've been held back by something disappointing. Like maybe with the 7 of Swords, there was tricky paper that you had to prepare. Especially that the first thing I've noticed in this reading is the receipt that kind of tilted this your pile as I was preparing for it. So I was like, okay, well, receipts have to do something with this pile. So you wanted to begin something, you wanted to take a risk, you wanted to start something, but something stopped you. You know, something held you back. That was very disappointing with the 7 of Swords and the despair. It's like I'm actually feeling it. You know, I'm channeling that emotion of frustration. Yes, emotion of frustration. Yeah. And obviously, just like the despair card shows here, that it brought a lot of despair, sadness, frustration to you. That's for sure. So with the not hiring here, you kind of thought that it wasn't going to work. In fact, this could mean that several things didn't work. Like you had some issues, a major held back. Like maybe you had several things that you had to solve before you were able to take that plunge. Like, for example, let's say you wanted to begin a certain company. They tell you, oh, you can't do that. You know, you have to get a license. And you're like, but I'm a registered person. And then they're like, no, you have to go and get that stamped and whatever bureaucratic thing that they ask of us. So you had to prepare that. And then you're about to start and they go, no, you also can't use that bank account that you're using because of this and this. Now you need to do that. And you're like, and then, so I see several things were holding you back, my dear pile number one. Whether this is a project or something that you wanted to do in your life that required paper. And I see you have been really listening and trying to make this work. With the Four of Pentacles, especially this Four of Pentacles, you're like, okay, how can I fix this situation? You've been asking questions. Can I use this? Okay, well, can I use that? And they're like, no, you got to do this. And you were trying to figure it out. So we see a new beginning that should have happened, that was a bit postponed to a degree where you felt like, oh my God, maybe this is not going to happen for me. A bit of a frustrative energy here. So with the listen card here, you're actually going to hear very good news with regards to this situation. We see you up high in this tower in a very good position. So you're actually going to hear very good news, and things are going to work out for you in a very unique way, actually. This is very important in your reading. As you hear about this news, it seems like it's coming in a way where you're treated in a special way. So that is wonderful to know. And here with the Sun and Libra, things are coming into harmony, but they're coming into harmony with in a great way. You have the Magician card here. Shows that things are going to work out magically. It's like they were very, very slow and then they're magically going to work. Especially that you have Mars and Mercury in Leo. So things are moving quickly, and Mercury is communication. So again, you're going to hear good news this time, and this will allow you to begin what you had intended to begin. With the Empress card, you know, we see a pregnant, beautiful Empress. So we kind of see that you're going to be in a very comfortable position, bringing this life into this world. You know, this new project or this new start is going to happen for you in a very comfortable way. With the Eight of Pentacles and ordinariness, I feel like this new moon in Sagittarius is really helping kickstart things for you in a comfortable way. Usually we see the Eight of Pentacles, someone working hard at their craft. Yes, they're masters, but they're working hard. Here, in this card, we see with the Eight of Pentacles a very clear message for you that it will work out very comfortable for you. Although you obviously felt a lot of despair and frustration trying to make things work, but it wasn't. It was taken back from you. Now we see that your papers are coming into order. Things are magically working in a very comfortable way with you. It's like happening very easily for you. You get a phone call. They tell you, maybe your lawyer is telling you, you know, things are in order now. They're working out. And you're like, really? And they're like, yeah, it's finished. And you're like, wow, I didn't expect it to finish in that easy manner, after having, you know, tried my best to make it work. So this could be really many things. You registering a company, or you applying, finishing the papers of a passport. It could be immigration. It could be what other things require paper? Oh, a legal case that you were trying to finish, registering something. Yeah, something of the sort. But it definitely requires, with the receipt, some official documents to finish. Pile number 1. Another thing that I'm seeing is that this is an important time in your work, Maybe you're in a certain milestone that is very critical, a certain fork in the road. This is a very important time, like I said, for your work. And so here I see, with the type of concentration that you need, I see the new moon in Sagittarius providing you something really incredible here for you, pile number 1. With the High Priestess and the Temperance, I'm seeing that it's providing you with the energy of self-control and action. You'll find that you're able to do tasks that used to be very draining in such ease this next month with the new moon, pile number 1. You will find that things that took a lot of energy from you, made you feel tired, is working out very easily for you. You'll find that you naturally have a lot of patience, and you have the energy to make things work. And so this shows me that this month, things that used to take you a long time, hours, a lot of energy, you feeling the frustration doing it, I see that you'll be surprised that the things that you're working on, if you're wondering, that's coming from the energy of this new moon in Sagittarius throughout the month for you. You'll be surprised that these things are finishing up rather quickly, that you have the energy and the mastery for it. You're doing it very easily, and surprisingly, you have that patience for it. You're not feeling the despair. You're quite patient going about it. We see you here with the 8 of Pentacles. Really, it's a card of either mastery or work. And we see you going through it easily, enjoyably, actually, in an enjoyable way. So yeah, almost like a walk in the park, isn't it? So expect the things that you don't like, the tasks that you don't like, or the things that usually consume a lot of time for you to achieve or do. This month is going to be a breathe for you, pile number 1. I also see you with the Empress card here, announcing the beginning of something. Yeah, so you're going back to what you're about to begin. Not only are you starting, but I see you announcing it, telling everyone, I'm about to start something new, and this is who I'm going to be from now on, or this is where I'm going to be, or this is what I'm going to do from now on. So there is a big announcement from you coming with the new moon in Sagittarius. A very big announcement to your loved ones, because the Empress is the matriarch. We see maybe family or close loved ones knowing about this. Again, you're gonna be seen in a very good, unique situation. What are you beginning? That's so cool. Pile number 1. You're gonna be in a very unique situation. And I see people looking at you. They're like, wow, congratulations. Oh, that's so wonderful that things are working out for you this way. I'm seeing you getting loving energy from others, Lovely congratulations. or that people are very happy for you, seeing you in that very high position. That's wonderful, pile number 1. It looks like you're going to embark on a new exciting journey. Mars and Leo, that's definitely the energy of moving with confidence and also moving with a lot of excitement. And while we can clearly see the timing here, something's beginning in the beginning of September. Let's see if there is any advice, a way that you can that you can use the new moon in Sagittarius. What is the guidance or advice with this new moon, my dear pile number 1? So we have the Page of Wands, the Four of Swords. Interesting. What type of dichotomy here with the Page of Wands and the Four of Swords, right? You also have, wow, the Nine of Pentacles. So straight away with the Page of Wands, there is this big advice of taking action and resting, taking action and resting. This cycle of pedaling, taking action and resting. I see that you're not being advised to continue to work until you fall tired. I'm seeing the advice of working hard when it's time to work, but making sure you get your beautiful rest. That will be very key, perhaps in this pedaling energy that we're seeing here with the High Priestess and the Temperance. The energy of feeling in control, but taking action. I think that the patience and the action taking is going to work out beautifully if you are very focused when you are working, but you make sure that you enjoy your rest as well at the same time. Obviously, that's very important for you because you're meant to experience work in an enjoyable way this coming period. We see you taking it slowly. And so although this is an important time, we notice that it is an important time in your life. Usually I think the advice would be, focus, continue to work and then rest later. No. That's not it here for you, pile number 1. We see focus, finish what you need to finish, and then make sure you enjoy your rest. Make sure you have time. That's why you have the Nine of Pentacles. In fact, you see how the cards are split here. Page of Wands are saying focus very hard and continue to move forward. And while you're working, do nothing but that focus so that you have time to rest and do the enjoyable things to you. That's the equation that we're seeing as guidance for you with this new moon. This new moon is really going to help you, give you so much energy to finish important things to you. But it also, why are you surprised? Also with Sagittarius, it wants you to explore and enjoy your life. And that's why you have harmony and temperance. There is balance happening in your life this month, where we see you're very focused doing what you need to do, but at the same time, you're resting well and you're doing the things that are important to you, the things that you enjoy. And that's the kind of balance, great balance that you will see in your month, my dear pile number 1. And this is exactly what I see happening for you with the new moon in Sagittarius. I wish you a wonderful month. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 1. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 1, it was such a pleasure. doing this reading for you, wishing you a lovely month, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the 13th moon mansion with altar and the Lodalite. So let's keep your card right there and see what to expect in your pile with the new moon in Sagittarius. So let's see what you have with your oracle cards. First, you have seek counsel. How interesting. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. You have great fortune. Ooh, now that's interesting. This takes me to the financial aspect of this moon altar, because traditionally the 13th moon mansion was, gives energy to being clever in handling of money. I see. Okay, let's first take a look at the rest of your cards. You have moon in Pisces with empathy. Okay. And let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Page of Swords. I love that. You're gonna achieve something you really wanted here, because this card reminds me of manifestation. You know how when we put pictures on our board, our vision boards, and we let it out to the universe and it comes true. So let's see. You have the Page of Swords, the Four of Cups. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, I love your pile. Pile number 2. You have the Seven of Swords. You have the Five of Swords with comparison. Right. You have the Ace of Pentacles again. Do you see that? If this doesn't have to do with money, I don't know what does. You also have the Nine of Swords with despair and cruelty. And you find, oh, careful, despair and cruelty, and the Seven of Swords. And ending your reading is the Ten of Cups with perfected success. My dear pile number 2, your reading is pretty clear here. We see that first and foremost, there's great fortune, as we can see here, coming into your life with the new moon in Sagittarius. You're going to get wealthy. You're going to get a huge lump sum that you have manifested. I do see with the Four of Cups here, specifically this Four of Cups, that yes, you've wished for it, you let it out in the universe, but you weren't expecting that it's coming, especially this month for you. This month meaning with the new moon, so perhaps December. So yeah, expect with the treasure box being closed here, expect unexpected wealth or a huge lump sum coming into your life. With empathy, I see that the universe has heard your wish. Isn't this sweet? Now, the wonderful thing that I see the new moon in Sagittarius really helping you with, yes, that's why maturity moved right now, is that I see you being very clever in terms of how to deal with this money or what to do with it. That's why we have seek counsel. I think you're going to think very well of the best ways to manage that wealth. You know, I see you thinking of where to put it wisely. So I'm happy I got that type of wealth. I'm going to now put it in this area because that will help me in my future. And I'm going to put it here because that will help me with my security. I'm going to put it here to pay off this. Yeah, I see you being very savvy and very strategic in where you're going to put this nice bonus or lump sum that's coming in for you with the new moon in Sagittarius. Now, I do see with the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords that this is great news because this is very tricky. You although I do see you being careful, you are passing by tricky times that you really need to be very careful. One wrong move and you can cut your hand and bleed symbolically, meaning that one wrong move you might put yourself in a tough situation. This could be because you're lucky to have that lump sum. This tells me that this could go very right or not right. Yeah, here we see that you don't want to be tempted with the shiny objects, the money coming in. Do you see the mermen here discovering the swords, and they're like, whoa. But there is naivety here in the card, showing that if they handle the swords wrong, they might cut their hands. Do you see that? So, and it might lead to despair, right? It might be very tricky time. So we see two types of energies here happening: the excitement of Sagittarius, of spending this money and exploring in things that you love, and we see with the maturity here the grounding of using this wealth wisely in the right area. I do see in your reading, to be honest, that you will be seeking counsel and you will heed your advice, and that you will be putting it in the right direction. So this could denote that initially you're going to go, yes, I'm going to put it here, I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to do that. And you will, okay? But there is also, because, tarot cannot tell you what to do, and it does not form your future. It only reads the energy. And both energies are very are showing themselves greatly in your reading. We see that part of you is very adamant about doing the right thing, and part of you, which is quite small in your reading, it is small, but it's there. So there is this advice of being careful, pile number 2. You really want to make sure you follow your intuition and your wisdom when it comes to these plans that you want to do. And so this part of the reading is telling you that you might be tempted by shiny things. Could this be shiny things? Straight away reminds me of jewelry. So don't be tempted by buying something expensive that you wanted. That's what the reading is saying. I'm not against any of that, by the way. I'm just telling you what I see. Don't be tempted at this moment to buy the shiny things, whether this is actually jewelry or a nice appliance, or maybe you can think, oh, let me get a car, or whatever it is. It's about following the plans that you set for yourself, for your own progression, to do the things that you know in your heart wisely is right for you, because this is a nice lump sum that you want to make use of. My dear pile number 2, that's exactly what I'm seeing, and that's why you have the 5 of Swords with comparison. Stick to what's stable, to what's right, rather than being wishy-washy with the bamboo tree here about it. Don't let your heart sway when it actually reaches your bank account, pile number 2. We keep seeing shiny things, and the message really is clear here. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. And it's really wonderful to know that this is coming from your manifestation, that you've manifested this. This tells me that there is the encouragement here to continue on this path, to continue to manifest what you want the same way that you've done. Is it how you believed in it? Is it how you were passionate about it? Is it you knowing that it's going to happen for you? Especially with the new moon in Sagittarius, I see here guidance to continue to visualize and manifest what you want, because obviously it looks like this new moon is going to be very beneficial for your pile to manifest what you want. And that's why you have the altar. You know, the altar reminds us of being in our spiritual place and doing our spiritual practices. So there is definitely a great with counsel here, a great advice of using the power of the new moon to further manifest, because not only is it helping you bring in what you want, it is going to shower you with so many of the dreams that you want. Please take time to, take time, even if it's like 2 minutes in your morning, 2 minutes when you're feeling good, sit down and dream and let it out into the universe. It's so clear that what you visualize and believe in during that time will really bring in a lot of fortune for you. Pile number 2. Let's get, more information about the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Since it's appearing greatly in your reading, and we have seek counsel, let's seek counsel on the best way to, avoid this energy, or is it asking you to enjoy? Because we have an open chest here. Once it's opened, it might be tricky. What you feel about it before you receive it, right before you receive it, is one thing, but once the chest is opened, it's another thing. So for this reason, I want to seek counsel for you during the new moon. What are you advised exactly to do with the wealth that is coming here? 1, what are you advised to do exactly? Are you supposed to not get anything at all, or what's the best way to handle this? The mature way, as we see with the Ace of, as denoted here by the Ace of Pentacles. So you have the Knight of Wands, 8 of Wands. Okay, I get it. Knight of Swords, the fastest cards in the deck. Knight of Wands, 8 of Wands, Knight of Swords. I'll get to that. And obviously we see the opposite energy right there. So fast, being quick is your advice. Because I see that if you linger and not pay things right away, your heart might start calling for you to do certain things that may hold you or keep you trapped later. So you don't want to, because the Hanged Man is like a pause. You don't want to pause as opposed to the quick energy here. So here we have quickness or quick energy, and here we have pausing. Pausing may lead to you starting to reflect on what you love, and making you trapped. But your advice is to be quick here. Once you receive your financial abundance during the new moon in Sagittarius or the beginning of the month, you are being advised to follow your wisdom straight away. So if you know exactly how you want to fill the fortune that's coming in which cups, fill it in these cups straight away. If you have certain debts, make sure you wake up the next morning and you pay it off. If you want to put it on a project, make sure the next day you start working on this project, or that you allocate it in a certain way so that you don't spend it. Yeah, fast, quick action is certainly the key here for you. You're being advised not to hold on to it and think about it and reflect or procrastinate with the payments that you want to do with this money that's coming in. Very, very interesting. I really do believe that you are going to be very, very wise with your money, because like I told you, all said and done, this is the 13th moon mansion, and it's all about cleverness in the handling of money. So I really believe that you will be handling it beautifully. In fact, ending your reading is the Ten of Cups, showing that this is going to be a fantabulous month for you. You're really going to enjoy it. You're going to feel happy. And I do see and believe that you're going to do the right thing. And my dear pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy zodiac tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 2. This book could really help you out in your journey in starting something and completing it. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process of being productive. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find this book, you'll find this ebook down in the description box. By the way, there's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the red Jasper as well as the 9th moon mansion with a picture. Let's see how this fits into your reading. And we're taking a look at how the new moon in Sagittarius is affecting your life, what to expect next with it. So you have Kindle Love. Ooh. Lovely. Okay. Kindle Love. You have Imprisonment. Interesting. And you also have Saturn and Sagittarius with Fulfillment. I love this placement in specific because here we see a huge talisman of winning the lottery. This is so cool. Right, I'll keep it right there and see what this is about. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. So we have the 2 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles. I'm seeing several things here. You have the 2 of Cups, the Hermit. Right, definitely. Okay, you have, whoa, the Lover's card, the Knight of Wands with Intensity. So this is intense energy here for you, for sure. There's a lot going on in this pile. In fact, I see 2 things going on in this pile. You have the King of Cups and you have the 6 of Wands with Victory. Yeah, that really sums it up. I see 2 specific things for you happening with this new moon in Sagittarius. 2 big energies. Now, depending on how this pile resonates for you, it's either both of them happening in your life or just one or the other. So what are the 2 things that I'm seeing? I'm really seeing love here. For some of you, I'm seeing that you are entering a new relationship that is happening all of a sudden. I see you alone. Because with imprisonment here, it's like you felt maybe alone, trapped. Maybe you were looking for love, but this kind of shows that it wasn't available for you. Hermit shows that you were alone. And we see with the new moon in Sagittarius that you are going to get into passionate love. There is a lot of success in this relationship. And it's like winning the lottery. You're really getting someone amazing and an intense, passionate relationship. So that's the first thing that I see. Second thing that I see with the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, and the Saturn in Sagittarius with Fulfillment, I see also wealth coming in. Here I see with the 6 of Pentacles, this specific 6 of Pentacles is like showing an empty bag. So I feel like, you know, 6 of Pentacles is a card of charity. So we see kindness. It's a card of kindness as well. This, you're getting unexpected wealth and a huge lump sum as well coming into your life. If you were drawn to pile 2 and pile 3, wow. It's slightly different, but we clearly see the idea of great wealth coming in to fill your bag. And I see that this is very intense kind of money coming in. I see with the huge lump sum here, you'll be able to do things that you couldn't do in the past, because we see a figure here going, I would love to, I just can't now. So now we're seeing that you will have a lot of money all of a sudden with this new moon to get something, pay something, to do something that you really wanted. Pile number 2. Wow, you're so lucky. Beautiful pile number 2 and 3, but specifically here we see winning the lottery, both in love and both in love and in finance. And I always say this specific 2 of Wands reminds me of the magician. You know, we see the pentacle, we see the sword, we see the wands. Yeah, most of the elements of the magician are there. Perhaps the cups is how she's looking into the crystal ball, using her intuition. And here I see that these are things that are happening in a weird way, because you see that here with the pictures. The water is going up, you know, it's against gravity. So it's unexpected. It's going against the flow of energy, or at least what you feel in your life. There is a certain rhythm that is being broken for you this month in 2 areas. So for a lot of you, the 2 resonate with you. If this is not a romantic relationship for you, this could be a great friendship forming out of the blue this month. That totally is something that I see, because here with this imprisonment card, I see a little mouse helping a human. And this reminds me of Michael Jackson's song, Ben, you know, if you had a friend like Ben. So I see that for a lot of you, you'll be forming a beautiful connection and a beautiful friendship, an exciting, adventurous one with someone. And even if it's with within a romantic relationship, this is a person who you're really going to be friends with. So yeah, expect these 2 things for sure. You're going to be pampered this month with I wanted to say a homey connection, you know, a connection that fills up the soul, as well as money that fills up the pockets. Also here I see with the money and the prison, this money is bailing you out of something. Like, for example, let's say you have certain debts, so it's paying off these debts. It's a lump sum that is paying off these debts. Or you might feel stuck in a certain situation. This money is really coming here to help save you out of this situation. The energy for you this month is very soft, very beautiful. We see the King of Cups here, victorious, holding a crab. That takes me to Cancer here. So this 9th moon mansion, as you can see, is ruled by Pluto and Neptune in Cancer. And Pluto and Neptune, you know, powerful Pluto, ethereal Neptune. This is huge imagination. So you're kind of like feeling like you're living almost in a dream with that energy, with the energy of the new moon in Sagittarius. It will act as a strong, intense energy that where you'll feel like you're floating on a dream. You're feeling so happy. It's almost going to feel like you are living in an imaginative world. a dream world and you don't want to wake up from it, only to know that you're not in a dream. This is actually happening for you, pile number 3. That is sweet. And that's why you have the 6 of Wands here, showing that it's a very successful month, where you feel like you're celebrating victory from the things you were stuck in, celebrating victory of finding someone special that fills up your soul, and being able to, victorious, and being able to do a lot of things that you couldn't explore in the past with the 2 of Wands. I see you having the capability of exploring more and doing things that you loved, that you may not have necessarily been able to do in the past. This is such beautiful, dreamy, wonderful energy that it makes me think, is there something you're advised to do to receive this in a easier? Are you advised to do anything at all with the new moon in Sagittarius? Any type of guidance? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see what you have, pile number 3. So you have the Hanged Man. Yeah, I kind of see already. Yeah, just don't do anything at all. Hold. Let it happen the way it's supposed to happen. King of Swords. The 8 of Swords. I keep seeing wait. Page of Cups. And 10 of Swords. We see someone resurrecting from this 10 of Swords. So this tells me that things feel cold and heavy on you at the moment. Yeah. Although you feel like, yeah, that's why we see what we see in the 6 of Pentacles. That you may be a bit worried, or feeling like you need to do or pay certain things. Yeah, or you feel alone with the coldness of the King of Swords. Whichever case it is, we see a new journey, a new wondrous journey with the Page of Cups. It's going to begin for you. We see you watching here. So the energy that you're feeling at the moment is like ending, dying, and I see you resurrecting, going above it, no longer feeling the cold. But in terms of the advice, I see the advice of waiting. It is going to happen to you. I do not see anything. All your readings are all about pinning you down in terms of asking the question that has to do with action. Should you take action? No. A King of Swords suggests to keep your, because kings are balanced and swords are the mind. So here I see keep your thoughts in balance. That's the only thing that is required of you, or you're being advised of, in fact, to be more accurate, as guidance during the new moon in Sagittarius. Keep your thoughts in balance, because soon you will see a wondrous world. You're going to start a new wondrous journey. And you're moving away from the energy that you're already in. Yeah, that's why we feel imprisonment. How did I not notice that? Imprisonment, Hanged Man, 8 of Swords. I'm so sorry. Pile number 3. I'm sending you a hug. Don't worry. Don't worry, pile number 3. This is not going to go on for long. If you feel stuck where you don't know what you're going to do, if you're tired and feel like you can't get up anymore, my dear pile number 3, your life is about to change here. Heed the call from this reading. Balance your thoughts and you will see that you're about to begin something wondrous. It's like winning the lottery, my dear pile number 3. You're no longer going to feel tied down. You're resurrecting. This is like living a new life. You know how when we die and we get into a new life, and then a new life. So here we see that your old life, as you know it, has died. And with the new moon in Sagittarius, you're beginning now anew. Now, this time in color, you're beginning something adventurous, something nice, something innocent, something sweet. And I see that you will be enjoying your life very soon. The new moon is on the 23rd of November. So look forward to that. And I see a lot of nines, by the way. Since we're talking about timing, I see 999. You could have been seeing a lot of nines. This is telling you, whether you've been seeing it or not, this is a synchronicity in your reading. Nines are an end of a cycle. That is a clear indication that you are ending this cycle and you are beginning anew in terms of your finances and in terms of love or a warm connection. Look forward to that very, very soon, my dear pile number 3. And that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy zodiac tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 3. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process of being productive. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 3, it was a real pleasure doing this reading for you. Sending my love to you. Do know that your life is about to change. Congratulations. May you always be blessed. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.